10 standing by.
Standing by.
Red 3 standing by.
Red 6 standing by.
Red 9 standing by.
Red 2 standing by.
Red 11 standing by.
Red 5 standing by.
What's up, and welcome to another edition of the Sarlacc Digest, a podcast digesting Star Wars topics over 1,000 years. This is our 6th episode being recorded on June 22nd, 2017, which also brings us to 175 days away from standing in line for The Last Jedi. I'm your host, Darth Moocher, and I'm joined here with Bootleg Joe. What's
Hey, everybody. I've had one hell of a week.
up? Wow. Yes, you
Well,
have.
in the immortal words of old Jack Burton, what the hell?
What the hell? That's funny. We're also here joined with Grand Admiral Franz, our lore master.
I was a minute
He's
late and you
making me
forgot who
laugh.
I was.
He was making me laugh. Sorry.
Hey,
Sorry.
everybody.
Welcome.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here and with my friends and a happy day. And woo!
Happy
We
day.
thought we were going to pour one out for you, but you're here, buddy.
No, I
you
made
made
it.
it.
I made it. You know, can't miss this.
You made
know.
it. The Fallen Fett cannot be with us here today, but we do have Fanboy Mike.
My mic sounds nice, check one. My mic sounds nice, check two. Should I stop?
No,
What's up?
by all
What's
means.
up, fellas?
What's going on, guys? So, we're going to go through this news that we have that was dropped on us last minute. We were going to have like Battlefront 2 talk and Vader comic, which we're going to still try to get into. But
Doubt it.
first, let's get into like what just dropped today and
best news ever.
actually on Tuesday. The Han Solo movie is up in the forefront right now. So
Yeah.
we're going to take a back seat. The Last Jedi's taking a back seat for right now, and we're popping into the Han Solo movie. So Tuesday, the two directors working on it, Mr. Phil Lord and Chris Miller, walked away from it. Either or got canned. So there's two different things coming from two different camps. I think
I'll
their
jump
camp,
right in.
Yeah, right. And today was announced that Mr. Ron Howard of Willow fame and everything else, he's very much into the Lucas saga. He's right in there with us, so he is actually taking the reins now and is going to be directing the Han Solo movie. So I think we should just get into that. That's our huge news. And is this good or bad? Boot, what's up? I know Bootleg didn't have a really good opinion on Han Solo. Neither did I didn't either, but I was waiting to see what was going to happen, what was going to go forward. So Bootleg, me and Ron Howard now as the director. I know they're not changing actors or anything, but is this making you excited for it?
No matter how hard I try, I just
Still,
can't.
this is
Well,
not enough.
You know what? I love Willow.
Sure.
You know, I still love Willow to this day. Ron Howard did a great job on that.
Didn't you cry in
And-
Cocoon?
No, I haven't even.
Cocoon. No,
Cocoon.
nobody cried at Cocoon.
No. Come on.
He said no.
You're asking
Anyways.
the Sith Lord himself if he cried at anything.
Toy Story 3,
Oh,
for sure.
well.
I haven't even seen that.
What the fuck?
Oh, this is why he's such a hard shell. You know? So,
Surly Joe.
but I'm sure you still
Again,
want
you know what?
Alden to get out of there too, right?
I cannot like no matter how hard I try, I cannot force myself to like this guy that they picked to play Han Solo.
whoa. What did Ron
And-
Howard do to you?
yeah.
No, Ron Howard. That wasn't Ron Howard's decision.
No, he's
That
worried
was-
about Einreich.
that was their decision.
He's still worried about the Woody Harrelson.
Now,
Alden
if Ron
Ehrenreich.
Howard comes
Einreich.
in, if Ron Howard comes in and he just clears house and scraps the movie and
Well,
recasts
Well, that's
it,
not happening.
I know it's not happening, but it's
Yeah.
wishful thinking. Then
Right.
I'll be like, okay, yeah, let's do this. But as long as they got that dude playing Han Solo, I just can't.
They
Yeah.
only
Can't.
did. They only got 4.5 months recorded. I don't
Only?
know how. I don't know how much that is in the world of recording.
I don't
They
even
have
think they have
4
that.
weeks left.
So
Yeah, they're like 3/4 of the way done.
We're still open for the May release.
Yeah, they're not changing anything. They're
no,
just going to open on time.
Oh yeah, you said May.
Well, check it out.
Go ahead, Chris.
All
Go
right.
for it.
Fuck, where was I? Darth Surly throws me off with his negativity and Darth vibes.
Darth
I love
Surly.
it.
All right.
Bootleg is now Darth Surly.
We have changed his name
Yes.
forever and always, Darth Surly.
Darth.
All right. I was already positive about it. I liked the idea of a Han Solo movie. I was giving these guys a benefit of the doubt because I do like the Lego movie. I do like the Jump Street movies. And I was giving it the doubt, benefit of the doubt. They were trying to give it something different, and Disney and Lucasfilm and these guys and Kat Kennedy and Kasdan. As long as they're on board, I'm okay with just about anything. Okay, because I trust Kasdan more than anybody in that whole room.
Yeah.
Ever. So I gave them the benefit of the doubt. Here we are, 4-something months later, and they cut him. and this is what's happening is it was Kasdan. Is the latest story I've seen. It's Kasdan that didn't like the way it was going, the tone, the vibe, the feel of
Okay.
Han Solo. If anybody on this planet knows the character of Han Solo, it's Larry Kasdan, because that's what he and I.
There
that's
we
what I-
are.
that's what I call him. Is Larry.
Oh,
not
you're
Han.
on
just a little while ago.
Larry bait.
So
me,
Larry,
basis.
Larry and me were talking a couple
Okay.
months ago. And it was going to go okay. They were okay with it, but the dude wrote the script. Okay,
Yeah. Yes.
so these guys had to follow the script, but they were given freedom to do a little bit of a different vibe. But they were going off script. They were changing things.
Yeah.
They were doing things
Not
that
cool.
wasn't going. So Kasdan says no. Kat jumps in, takes care of it. I trust that wholeheartedly, and because what they're trying to do, if you look at Lucasfilm, they're giving these guys. J.J. Abrams is kind of the exception, but they're giving guys with smaller resumes, different things that haven't done these big budget pictures, a chance to come in and do big badass shit.
Right.
So they gave these guys a chance. It didn't work. So what do? They go out and get Ron Howard at the last second to save the
Yeah.
damn thing. It's not like you went and got another
You're right.
young guy to try and do this.
No,
You
they
got
went
Ron
right to the
fucking
top.
Howard.
They went right to the top and said, "Fix this.
Yeah.
We trust you." And here,
in a Lucasfilm family.
Yeah.
Right. So now
Yeah.
you've got Kasdan
Yeah.
working with Ron Howard.
come on, that's
And
gotta be exciting.
If you guys remember, they talked about Han Solo being like the greatest Star Wars script anybody had read. Do you guys
Yeah.
remember that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
In the
story-wise,
very
yes.
beginning, right? They
Story-wise,
said
yes.
story-wise, this is going to be the best
Right.
Star Wars script, and the best Star Wars story.
Yeah.
So if they were screwing it up that bad to where Kasdan's like, "You're screwing with my baby,"
Yeah.
get the hell out.
and yeah,
You're
You
not.
know?
You're not. You're screwing with everybody else. So we're talking about fans upon fans upon fans. Like you're not. You can't go and destroy this thing.
Yeah.
I mean, in them having a tight eye on this thing is exactly what Star Wars needs.
You know, and me
so
me
this
being a
franchise
big
needed.
Star Wars fan myself, to push me away from it, just from the early decisions they were making.
sure.
That's where I'm like, like I still got my reservations on Han Solo, but it did help. It did help get me back interested
Yeah,
in it
I mean,
by
this
changing
is-
to Ron Howard.
This is
That's
pretty
a
much-
plus, you guys.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
mean,
plus
you've
for
got to
us.
think about, like I said, Kasdan, Kennedy, Disney itself, Lucasfilm itself. They put so much. I guess we're putting so much trust into them that they want to make a good movie for us too, because
Right.
this is for us.
Absolutely.
And of course, it's a moneymaker. Now, anybody in Hollywood can make any Star Wars film they want, and it'll make money. But it's got to be a good, and it's got to be, to the spirit of Han Solo. It's got to be the spirit of Star Wars. And for them to make this gutsy decision, I am very impressed with it. I had my reservations on Han Solo, and it was a lot to do with the actors. I didn't put too much credit into their directing because I was like, okay, they're just directing a script that Disney wrote, or Lawrence Kasdan wrote. Right, Lawrence
Yeah,
Kasdan?
Larry did it.
Larry,
Yeah, Larry.
Mr. Larry wrote it. So, and if they're
Amazing
taking-
Larry.
yeah, and so going back and they're seeing what's happening. There's so many reports and whatnot. And of course, the easy way out is these guys did the Lego Movie, which was a comedy, a tongue in cheek, real like snarky and stuff. And
They did the same. They did 21 Jump Street. And
yeah,
I'm gonna cut you off,
and
but
so
go ahead.
and so no, that's fine because that's something where Disney probably looked at it and go, know what, you can't do this. The Star Wars fans will eat you alive. The whole industry will eat you alive. And you're going to make a bad name for yourself. Especially
Following Rogue One, I'm sorry guys. Following Rogue One, like I know we're gonna get the Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Before we get Han, but following Rogue
But-
One,
and Gareth Edwards
that
was-
sets a level so
Yeah.
high.
Gareth Edwards was in the running to come in and save the
Yeah,
day too.
we
And
I
that's
think,
like, to
they,
me, yeah.
I think they were going to give these guys a little bit of leeway and let them do it a little bit.
That's why it lasted
tongue-in-cheek.
4 months, yeah.
That's why it lasted 4 months. Go ahead and do it. But they went so far off track to where,
Yeah.
and they just weren't. They were trying to, for months, they've been trying to tell them. This is what I read. That they tried to get them to get on track and tried, and now they're looking at rough cuts and things, and it's like this is so far off from the script.
Yeah.
You get the hell out since you won't do it. Did you see the quote? Like they didn't from day one.
Yeah.
They didn't like anything. They didn't like the way they folded their socks.
I know that's
It's like, and that's you need to
Yeah.
come. You're into a multi-billion-dollar franchise.
Yes.
you need to come into their world
Exactly.
and kind of conform that way.
Yeah.
I get that artists are a little bit,
they're going to take
cocky,
free
or
reins.
They're
going to take free
captains
reins
of their
but,
own ship.
Yeah.
But this is Star Wars. Forget Disney and
Exactly.
Lucasfilm. This is Star Wars. And you can't go in there and screw it up big time with a beloved character like Han Solo. Rogue One, you probably could have taken more room with and done a little
Sure.
bit different things. Not funny wise because the movie didn't work,
Right.
but you had more room on the reins for that. You're Han Solo, Lando, Chewbacca, the Falcon. You don't get to f around with
No.
that.
It
No.
almost seems though like with our age and generation, what we've seen out there, it's not like you have to be dead serious, but at the same time, we're serious about lore. We're serious about what they deliver and how they deliver it. And so when it comes to like things like like a lot of fans didn't like the Ewoks, a lot of fans didn't want like the Gungans and whatnot, and that's fine. That's because we're an older generation that want a more serious lore to me, being a fanboy, I want more serious lore, and so don't joke around with that. That's Han Solo. You got some major things. He was a smuggler. He was he was in the mix, and so for you to possibly have come with in a joking way, in a joking manner to tell this story, I think it's wrong.
Yeah, well, he is a smart ass.
There's going to be some comic elements to this.
He's very sarcastic and cocky, and that's what he's supposed to be. You're right, and he
Yeah.
was throughout all the movies. He did the same. He did that, but just little bits.
Yeah.
If you turned it into 22 Jump Street in space, and you just can't have that.
I'm not doing it. And I, like I said, this actually gives me a little bit more, makes me proud that Disney is like, hey, you're not doing a good job. Get out of here.
Yeah.
And let's bring someone in.
Like, to me, I kind of got that feeling like it was going to be like almost like a Guardians of the Galaxy type feel, like an outer space comedy guy.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Don't do that. Leave Guardian of the Galaxy to Marvel. Leave that type of joking type stuff to them. Don't bring that to Han Solo's film. Right. You'll lose us.
Well, because
you see, there's something funny you said right there because you said leave it to Marvel. Remember, they're both under Disney, but we keep saying Disney with Star Wars. It's Lucasfilm. Everybody keeps blasting. I'm going to get on a soapbox real quick.
No, go ahead.
This is
That's
way
fine.
earlier than I planned on this.
Yeah.
Because I keep seeing Disney is tearing this up, and Disney is ruining this, and Disney is ruining that.
Lucasfilm's a mess.
This is Lucasfilm
Yeah.
doing it.
We went
They're
over that
part
before,
of
yeah.
it, right?
We- yeah.
We've done that on the show, but I'm on the internet slapping people around because I'm getting really tired of hearing, they're destroying this, and they got rid of my EU. Sorry, guys, I'm going to tell you right now. And if you're listening and I upset you, I'm very sorry. It's Darth Dad saying it, nobody else. And my opinions are not that necessarily of the rest of the group. But screw that. I love the old EU. Get over it, right? I love the old stuff. Get over it. It's the new stuff. Disney did the best damn thing on what they did to get to restart, revamp, and be able to let these directors do their thing. But to see everybody keep blasting on Disney, they're protecting one of the most beloved characters, the most beloved franchise, and protecting it like it's their baby. Again, you mentioned that too, right? Where we said it's a money grab.
Yeah.
Sure, absolutely. They're in business. Everything's a money grab. You don't think George Lucas sold it for I know he gave us $4 billion away, most of it.
Yeah.
But still, the whole time from 77 on, he was smart in getting the figure rights and all this stuff. It's all about money. But at the same time, they understand why they bought this is because of the lore, because of the fan base, and they're going to take care of us. It's not a matter of I'm just doing it for Lucas. Okay, we'll say that. And everybody loves, well, not everybody loves George Lucas, but I do. We do.
I do, of course.
Right? But he said many times, this wasn't for the fans, it was for him. It was
Yeah.
what he wanted to do. When he made the special editions, it was what he wanted to do, and that's okay. I think these guys are really trying to give the fans what they want. So everybody bitching on Disney, number one, you're bitching at the wrong place, because they're the umbrella.
Of
the
course.
Lucasfilm is what's in control.
Absolutely.
Kat Kennedy, Larry Kasdan now, all these guys, Pabs Hidalgo,
Yeah.
all these guys are the guys in charge. This is Lucasfilm, not Disney doing it. So it's not Mickey Mouse slapping people around.
and it is where this was my biggest fear going in when Disney bought this and say we're going to make all these films and all these spin-offs. I'm like, wow, that means people are going to start putting their hands in this and doing the Hollywood notion, like what Michael Bay. If he gives a Star Wars film, I won't watch it because of the beloved franchise Transformers. Me personally, I don't like it. I don't like what he did with it. I still don't like what he's doing with it. But that's Hollywood for you. So Hollywood, stay out of my Star Wars films. That was my biggest fear. And with these two guys, just to me, from day one, it sounded like those were the new age film school guys coming in and trying to do I know they were asked and they were paid and all the stuff to come in and do it. But I love the fact that Disney's just like, can't, hey, this ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
You guys, if this is not a Phasma spinoff or brand new something that they can go either or. Oh, that was cool. That was not. No, this is
This is
one shot
one of
Han
our
Solo.
heroes, yeah.
They're not going to do reboots of Star Wars films when
Ever.
like Fantastic. They're going to just redo it if they like Spider-Man. Oh, we'll just do another one. We'll just call it something else and just maybe that one will be good.
And how they get away with that is beyond me.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
And
we all just accept it.
yeah. Now Ron Howard coming in as the A-list director. I mean,
man.
this again is it's sort of a panic mode because they're like, this guy can get it done because he's got the pull and the know-how and the smarts and talents to do this. But this is a panic mode for Han Solo. Well, I guess we're gonna have to wait and find out if they scrap everything and start all over, or if they're gonna push it back to a December release of.
I bet that happens. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's bound to happen.
I bet on that with every Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Nothing's happening in May
Right.
ever.
That's like I said. That's my concern of Hollywood putting their grip around too much around our IP.
Yeah.
Now, it goes in a sense. I'm going to bring something up real fast. Is back in Force Awakens, Daniel Craig playing a stormtrooper.
Right.
I hated that. I hate that with a passion because again, it's Hollywood putting their shit spin on our Star Wars, and that's
You
what
mean like when NSYNC or Backstreet Boys was in Episode 2?
Yeah, Don't like it. I don't like that stuff. And stay away from it. Do your own thing. Go to Star Trek. Go go mess with the Trekkies. You know what I mean?
Do James Bond. Stay over there.
Yeah, stay over there. And that whole because again, Hollywood. Everybody wants to play a Star
Isn't
Wars
Tom
character.
Hardy supposed to be
Oh God,
in The Last Jedi?
Is he? Maybe.
I heard
I
this.
don't know. And like I said, and at first I'm like, hey, because of Gareth Edwards did such a great job, I'm gonna put him in charge of all your future Star Wars films. Please, all the Star Wars story films, put him in there. That's my vote. But Larry Kasdan would be, and then of course you throw a name like Ron Howard, and I'm sold.
Well, Kasdan would have been the ultimate choice, but did you hear why they couldn't?
No.
He's already involved in it. So the Directors Guild of America, that's an issue.
Oh, really? So
he's
it's the
already in the
political
movie
thing
for him to take it over. I don't know if that's the only reason, right? But he to have a producer or a writer take over the film is apparently an issue with that, and the Directors Guild of America would have had an issue with him taking it over.
Yeah.
But kind of to that point, that would have been my number one choice was Kasdan, just because he's a Star Wars guy.
Well, just because
Ron-
Empire.
Howard's an easy number 2 or 1.5 to be
Yeah.
honest. But how long do you think they were talking about this? Because you don't just exactly call up one day and be like, "Hey, Ron,
Right.
got
He's
nothing
gotta
going
be
on
clear.
the next couple months."
That's
you know what I'm
super
saying?
important to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Keep
being
your
the
schedule clear.
background.
Something's
yeah,
not going
Kathleen
right.
Kennedy going, hey, just can you keep
You don't
your
just
open?
walk in, hand a couple bucks over, and like, "Hey, the next year and a half of your
No.
life is mine."
No,
'Cause
you're
it's
right.
not till next December now, probably.
You're right. This is what we're hearing from.
Yeah.
Who knows how long ago this is going? Now, you guys
Hearsay.
said this has been going. They've been filming for 4 months.
Yeah.
4.5.
Really, I didn't know it was that long. I
Yeah.
didn't even think it was that long. That's a
Um,
lot of
yeah.
that's a lot of time to be put in a film. But again, ILM or no, I'm sorry, Lucasfilm is they can scrap it. And
But
we just got word Fallen Fett is on his way. He's going to be joining us here in a minute here. But I do want to pose this question: is that there's a lot there. I didn't even know this, but the internet is kind of split on a Han Solo movie itself. And again, I know Joey has his opinion, but there are some opinions that this movie should just be scrapped altogether and just shelved and never be made.
If you shelve it, you'll never hear the end of it. I would
For half. Now, like I said, I've been
Yeah.
hearing it's almost 50-50.
you probably never hear it from me. I'd probably never let them go for having no balls and going for it.
Sure.
Because I think they've been so ballsy. I think they were ballsy in The Force Awakens. I know everybody thinks it's a carbon copy of whatever. I think they did some great things in The Force Awakens, including killing Han. I know that sucks, right? You got to do what you got to do, and he wanted it, so blah, blah, blah.
That's my
I
problem.
think
is because
Rogue
Harrison
One,
Ford wanted it.
Rogue
That's
One
it.
was extremely ballsy because you just killed all the main characters. You did everything we said you had to do. You had to have Tarkin. You had to have Vader go nuts, and you had to have Leia. And
Yeah.
they did every damn thing, and
You
they had the
didn't do
balls.
anything
Right.
that Hollywood likes to do is
Right.
keep a hero alive or keep 2 heroes alive.
They did everything they needed to do in those movies.
Right.
So now to the point, if they have one of your biggest heroes, you got a pretty good cast. I don't know about Iden Rex. I was watching a movie there. It was just on HBO, and I was sitting there, and I'm like, oh shit, this guy's Han. I mean,
Oh.
he's a little short for a Solo.
That's what I'm.
Yeah,
Hey.
but camera angles, right? We saw The Hobbit. I mean,
I guess so.
Gandalf's not that much bigger than a Hobbit, really. It's all camera angles.
If that's
Right.
Joey's one hang up is
Damn,
his height. Is his
I
height.
did have a problem with that when I saw. I can't remember what freaking movie it was. He's not in a ton, but I just turned it on. It was HBO. I'm all, oh shit! And Logan, my son, I'm like, look at this. That's
All the
Han.
angles-
He's all.
the
That's
angles
Han.
are gonna be-
I'm all.
They're going to shoot all the angles going up towards Han.
It's got to be.
Oh my
But
goodness, the forced
the
thing
perspective.
is, you
But you
don't
got
even
these
look
guys,
like
and
him
but
at
Lando
all.
looks like Lando. He's got the mustache and
Yeah.
everything. That
I'm
looks
sorry,
rad.
but yeah,
And Chewie's pretty good. I mean, he looks pretty much like Chewie. So those are good things.
But
Yeah.
Woody Harrelson,
Looks just like fucking Woody Harrelson.
I mean, that scares me.
That's where I can't take the movie seriously.
Yeah, I'm with
I
Joey
can't.
on this. I am.
He'll have a 5-second scene.
No, we won't.
and he's out.
He's
Could
gonna
you
be
take
all
Mace
over.
Windu seriously in the prequels?
No,
No, I
I
couldn't.
didn't want
I
Sam
couldn't.
Jackson in it. No, it was too big of a name. Like
Even though I think he was a little wooden and didn't say motherfucker once, I do like Mace
It
Windu.
was like,
and I like
you know,
that character.
'cause
I
it was-
like what he did to it.
okay, Chris. After
Yeah.
the fact, yes, I liked him, but I think it was when that announcement when Sam Jackson was going to be, in a Star Wars film, and that goes to my whole point of Hollywood, trying to muscle their way into
putting
Star
their,
Wars.
Putting their hand in Star Wars.
Yeah, and I'm okay with some names being here and there. Like I don't know, just whatever. You got to have some names that are carrying movies. Even when Star Wars made, Sir Alec Guinness was in it. Tarkin, Peter Cushing. You had to have names that carry on. A selling point of the movie.
But they weren't blockbuster names. You weren't going to go to a movie to see
correct.
Sir Alec Guinness.
But this is
Well, he was a
equivalent.
respected actor.
Yeah, but I don't think we're going to the movie to go see Woody Harrelson either.
No, exactly. So I mean,
So-
Look,
but Woody
man.
Harrelson's not Sir Alec Guinness.
Okay, if
So,
Woody
yeah,
Harrelson
to
does a
that point.
character like Lawrence Fishburne, not Lawrence, I'm sorry,
No, like Saw Gerrera.
Did you just do that?
Yes, I did.
No, like a Saw Gerrera. It was,
If,
Saw
if
Gerrera's
Samuel
part-
fucking Jackson hears this, he's gonna be all over our ass on Channel 4 News like he did with that
Can you give us a disclaimer?
wrong credit card commercial.
Can you give us a
that's bad.
disclaimer on the thing?
I'm gonna do
That's
that.
bad.
So yeah, like a Saw Gerrera part. I mean, Saw Gerrera, he was there, and I know his name
speak
carries on, but it was limited. It really was.
Yeah, but he put a character to it. Now, if Woody Harrelson puts a character to his character,
Because now, anytime I see Samuel Jackson, anytime,
Yeah.
okay, I think Mace Windu first.
Okay,
I
look.
don't think Jules from Pulp Fiction. I don't think any motherfucker
No.
he is in any
No.
other motherfucking movie.
No,
it's
dude.
it's
No.
all Mace
No.
Windu to me now.
See, this is where like every movie Samuel Jackson's in, he's Samuel Jackson. He's the same character in every single movie. Same thing with Woody Harrelson. Every movie I've seen Woody Harrelson in, he's the same person.
But he wasn't the same.
Same thing with
as
Denzel
Mace
Washington.
Windu.
Same thing with Denzel
Sure.
Washington. Every movie that he's in, he's Denzel Washington. It's just the same guy. So that when I saw him play Mace Windu, Samuel Jackson, the actor and the person, they picked a perfect person because he's a straight asshole, dude. So he played Mace Windu to a T. Because
Wow, he's
Mace
an asshole,
Mace
and
Windu,
Lawrence Fishburne. Now we're getting fucked over on this one, right? Oh, dude, no. See, this is a whole different story now. We just jumped topics. For a
No,
second.
it's
I don't-
fine. We're
but
still on
I
the
don't-
same
I don't
topic,
see.
same topic.
I don't see Sam Jackson as an asshole.
Okay,
or
not
Samuel Jackson
really,
as Mace Windu.
not really an asshole.
Because obviously
but
he can't say
just-
motherfucker, but he didn't have any of his gangster swag, is all you can call it, right?
Yeah,
He wasn't
call it
pimped
that.
out like that. He
But
was very
still
serious.
He was still that smooth,
very dark.
talker. You know,
Yeah,
that's
well-
not smooth talker, but like
He was a smooth talker, Lando.
He
but-
was. You went to Landau that you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about Sam Jackson.
Because he was kind of dark. He gave a look. Dude,
yeah,
you
but
had the
he's supposed to-
feel.
but it wasn't the smooth, cool, like motherfucker
No,
and
Mace
mean,
Win-
angry.
Mace
He was
Windu's
just
a dick, dude.
Huh?
Mace Windu was a dick.
Right. Yeah.
He was.
He was.
He was Lucasfilm protecting his characters. Same thing. That's what we need. That's what he was doing right there, protecting the Jedi from
Yeah.
what he thought was a problem.
yeah.
And guess what? He was right. Call him a dick all you want.
Well,
He
like,
was
Every
right the
time I
whole
see
time.
it, just every time we talk about Mace Windu, the main scene I think about is I can't remember what they were saying to him, but I remember him leaning on his chair like this,
No, he
and
wasn't.
he
He
was
looked at
like
Yoda.
and he was like, I guess.
No,
rolling his
You're
eyes
talking
and
about the scene. He
everything, dude.
says, "No, he will not be trained." That's the
Yeah.
time when Anakin looked right at him angry. Everything else, that was perfect.
Yeah.
We need to save this for that. We're gonna do a prequel episode.
We gotta
And
go to Rigo.
The fallen Fed has entered the. Yes,
Hey,
we're here,
come on
man.
in, come on in. But you're right behind us.
Place in line, dude. Like, what the hell? All of a sudden, I was first in line, and some asshole let 99 people in front of us.
Yeah, that.
And I just walked up front right now.
I told you when I got here, all my baseball players are coming.
He did. He did have the. He had the disclaimer.
I
man.
did, and I have tents. And
What's
pop-ups
up, Ernie?
and-
How you doing, buddy?
How's it going, guys?
Oh, we're good, man.
And we're just wrapping up now, so have a.
Sorry, I was at the concession stand, and you know how that line is.
Yeah, you know, hey, family and work comes first, you know, and
course.
but hey, so yeah, of course, you know, we're just getting right into the Han Solo talk or anything. That's the only news that pretty much we have, and basically saying like the two guys are out and Ron Howard's in. And how do you feel about that?
I don't know. It's gonna be weird to wonder now what we could have had after we see the Ron Howard film. And this is why. Off the top of your head, name one Ron Howard film.
Willow.
Go.
Willow.
So that's what you guys are basing
Apollo
it off
13.
of.
I guess so.
No, I mean
No.
that's my.
Right, and it's
And
kind
he's
of
Richie.
slow moving. I mean,
More of drama feel
exactly.
to it. Yeah.
So
And-
it's kind of hard on. Are they going to totally restart? Because we were 3
No.
months in.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and
Yeah.
these guys were great comedic, and we had also made that comic of knowing the very first time that we could have had a show that was, you know, pretty funny or different stories,
Yeah.
or play to his Han Solo character. Now seeing a Han Solo in a dramatic sense, because that's all I could think of with Ron Howard,
Sure.
it's going to be hard.
But isn't that what like I know for me personally that's kind of where I wanted it to go. I know I still want a certain a comedic element to it, but not like. And I know we're just basing the Lego Movie because that's what those guys did in 21 Jump Street. It's real sometimes slapstick, sometimes over the top funny. And I think some of the comments that I've heard that I'm kind of glad they're out is because they were making it too funny.
That's what I kind of figured
Yeah, and
too.
not
Were you guys
serious
going off
enough.
of the same thing of that it was just
Yeah.
too stupid?
Okay,
too
Well,
funny?
so
kind of
there's
repeat
two-
what we
yeah.
said earlier, just a little bit, just to catch you up, and the fans are cool because they like to hear us talk.
Yeah.
Maybe not me, but the thing was, Kasdan wrote the script, right? Because Larry and I talked about it, and he wrote the script. He had it set. He knows Han Solo better than anybody, and everybody said how it was the best Star Wars story they'd ever seen.
Right.
So these guys are going in there, and they've given a little bit of leeway to be a little slapsticky or fun or whatever, but they kept going too far off. And they went off, and it became too funny, and it was off the script. And Kasdan is the one that had an issue with it. And if Kasdan has an issue with it, I have an issue with it.
Yeah.
Because nobody knows Han better than him. So if that's the issue, they went too far off. There was still a script. They still have it. They've got 4 more weeks left of filming. Plus, they scheduled 5 weeks for reshoots. So you've
Yeah.
really got over 2 months left to fix it. Plus, you can use some of the stuff that's already in.
I
You don't have
think
to scrap the
yeah,
whole
I think they're
thing.
just gonna start over.
What a
Oh.
ballsy move, though, right?
It is.
Yeah,
right?
we
But-
said
and
that before you came in. Good
but
for them.
but Ernie, that's one of my points was like how much pride do you have in Disney now or in Lucasfilm of saying like, hey, the fans aren't going to react to this way.
Right.
We have an idea. The fans have an idea. You're out. Let's bring someone in that can actually do our job.
Oh, I think it's great. I
Yeah.
think it's great that they didn't bullshit around it.
Yeah, yeah,
That they didn't
yeah.
beat around the bush. That kitty cat came in. I'm sorry, Kathleen Kennedy.
Right,
and
right. Oh, you're on that name basis with
and
it. Okay.
said that you guys are out,
Yeah.
and they didn't even hide it.
no.
They reported they were fired.
Yeah.
Like they didn't try and say, "Oh, this happened" or an emergency or nothing like that. They straight said,
yeah, one camp
They
said
were
creative
fired.
differences. One camp says we were straight up fired.
"Right."
And
I think
Well,
that's
they-
great, just to
Yeah,
let
yeah.
them know
Yeah.
that we want this under control.
Things changed so quick because it did start out with the directors said, you know what, we hate the cliche that there was creative differences, but that's absolutely what it was. And even hearing it how,
Yeah.
as bad as it sounded like it got, it still was creative differences. We want Solo this way. Here's your script. Direct them to make it into a movie.
Exactly.
You kept doing it this way. You're trying to be too creative. That's a creative difference.
Absolutely.
So that's
not
what I
horrible.
like. I like that it wasn't a lie.
Yeah.
I like that we didn't get a bullshit story.
Yeah.
We got the truth of, I'm sure just like we're saying, they went too campy,
Yeah.
and that's not what we want. And now Opie's in.
So, hey, check it out. So we asked this a minute ago. How long do you think this is in play? Because you don't call up Ron Howard yesterday and say, hey, you want to take this over?
Well, reading the story, he was supposed to be in line to do Phantom Menace.
Oh yeah, no, but
Oh,
I mean,
initially,
but I mean
back
right,
to
Correct.
but
Yeah,
I
of
mean
course.
right now. If you're talking, you have to step in right now. In the next year and a half of your life is going to be.
I think
straight
it was a
Star
phone
Wars.
call.
You think it was just that easy? You don't think
I
it was like
literally
last
Ron
do.
Howard
two?
just dropped
I
everything
think
he was
so.
doing and just
yeah,
kinda, like,
I think
pushed
he's
things
been
back.
waiting and wanting
I
to.
buy
He's a
that.
fan. I know Willow.
It could be
is the
too,
first
where
thing
he's
that
like
we
he
go
called.
to.
He was off one call for Kathleen and picked up another phone. And go, hey, all the products I have the next year, drop them or
You
push
think,
them.
you think, well, here's what I'm thinking. You think maybe I don't know how close Larry and Ron are, right? But you think they could have been talking this whole time? If he's on the phone, like,
I
if
guarantee-
I'm having an issue and I trust you, but I'm like over here, right?
Behind the
For some-
back, I think they were doing it behind these guys' backs.
Yeah.
and
I
it's
do
probably
too.
one of the reasons. Probably they're like, you know what, they don't trust us with anything. We're out. We'll just go do the Flash movie. I think they reported to be going to and doing.
You know how honestly
That'll fit.
how
Yeah.
it played out in my head is I see like they walked up, saw something really stupid.
yeah,
Probably given them warnings before, just like a real job. You know what I mean? Of okay, like we told you, stick to the script.
yeah.
That's what I
You know what I mean? And I think
Why is the
then
clown still here?
Exactly.
It's like-
I think then the calls went out to Ron. I mean, only
Yeah.
that is to have. That's such a big move. It's so
a
huge.
huge move.
They had to have called him before.
Yeah.
But what I'm
Yeah.
saying is, seeing the popularity of 7.
Yeah.
Everybody's so curious about 8. You have a campy movie. You bring him in. He says yes. You threaten. You try and fix it.
Yeah.
And then it was like in one day, and you're out.
Yeah,
I mean, because look, it was literally one day, and then Ron was said.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So
You
it was
can't-
in play.
They had to be in play. I wonder
Oh,
how
yeah.
long they were talking or how long Kasdan was doing it. You know, because
Now, what I want to say, would they have done this with J.J. Abrams? If J.J. Abrams was doing that too much of a control, where would they have bent more on his?
because you know what Ryan Johnson says, he has complete control. They haven't said a word to him.
Yeah, they haven't said a word.
because he's not going off the reservation.
I
He's
think
not. He's not
I
all
think,
jacked up.
Yeah, because he might goes, yeah, I put a blue dress on instead of a red dress.
I
mean,
moved. I
Yeah.
moved a scar.
But I'm just saying, like, these two guys are young directors that were let go. You know, they only have a few movies under their belt, and this was like their big. I think to me, this was their big chance of really, you know, getting into like the it crowd, and they probably were fighting it, and probably to me they're the two millennial
Yes.
film school.
No, I think
and-
she learned him quick.
Yeah.
well,
I honestly
And like I
do.
said,
I
I
don't know
think
how quick, but
well, of course, they have a
Quick
direction.
enough.
They have a
Try to save
direction,
it.
and they
Right.
have a certain obligation to us, and a certain obligation to themselves. Meaning, they're putting millions and billions of dollars behind this. They're opening up Disneyland theme park, Star Wars, everything, and comic, everything they're doing. And like I said, this isn't a secondary character movie. This is a main Han Solo. There is no do-over
Right.
at this point. They're not going to reboot
Yeah.
Han Solo, and I brought that up earlier.
and you can't ignore the lore, right? If you did a
You
Phasma
can't
like
do
you
it.
That's
said,
what I was gonna
you
say.
could just kind of slide to the side, no big deal. It
I'm
was
sorry. There's
Phasma.
got to be some kind of
It's Han.
continuity between what we know as Han Solo and what he was earlier than this.
And
If
that's what I'm saying, or how
yeah.
he becomes.
If they went
Yeah.
so over the top by
Right.
just the direction, all of a sudden, and then Episode 4, we get Han Solo as him, as he is, and they were like, wait a second, that the Han Solo movie had it doesn't match.
Yeah,
right?
you even have to
So-
appease the old EU people with Han a little bit, right? He's either got to be a stormtrooper or say
We've talked about it even
you know,
last
that-
week. We
that
talked
kind of
about
thing.
how there are certain elements of Han Solo, being the lucky and stuff like. There's certain elements of what we want to see
Yep.
and everything. And I think they were still going on script as far as like what was the plot points were going to happen, but it was more or less a feel of it in a directional feel, like too comedic when Disney wants it more, a little bit more drama. Like I said, Western type.
That's
And they
what
were
she
probably
wanted.
going with slapstick humor. And I'm sorry, slapstick doesn't work. We saw it with Jar
They
Jar.
want-
It doesn't work.
They
with
want
us.
Tombstone. They're getting Wild Wild West. And that's
Oh
the
my
problem.
God, they're perfect
No, they were probably
example.
getting 50,000 Ways to Die in the West Part 2,
Yeah,
starring Han Solo.
that's what I'm saying.
I mean, literally, that's
Yeah.
probably what it was coming out to.
big giant robot spiders.
And so now we got Ron
Again.
Howard, and
Yeah,
I mean, all we can look at is this going to be the first Star Wars movie to win an Oscar? Like,
hey man.
just because of his background.
You mean as far as
is-
acting?
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
is it
yeah.
going to get that serious?
I don't know. We still have a concern about the actors playing it, and there's also the question.
Yeah,
like
I know
was-
Joe was happy about that.
Yeah,
that it was still
Joey's
the same
still on
guy.
the fence, but the actors, because he's
He's
I
not
think-
on the fence. He's over it. He's
Yeah,
Garth Surly,
you're
man.
right.
He's over here throwing shit at us.
He's
over
knocking
the
down on the
Yeah,
fence.
he
Get
is.
off my lawn, kid.
He said, "Yeah."
Yeah,
Dick.
pretty much. And then I was like, right before you came in here, I was bringing up the thing. It's like I was looking up, and the internet's almost split, where half the internet is saying, "Hey, scrap it, don't even make it." At this point, forget it. We don't even want it in the first place. Let it go. And there's the other half going, "Great, it's gonna be fixed."
And that's for the ones, though, just like I'm saying, is going to be wondering, what could we have had?
Sure. On Tuesday when this was announced, my first thought was scrap it, don't even make it. If it's, I don't even want, because again, we've talked about this before, where we want the Star Wars stories, but we were kind of like, apprehension from doing a bad movie. And I was like, if they can't do this right, then scrap it. But then today, I think I had more faith in now is that Ron Howard's taken over, or just any other director that I have faith in.
No,
taking
it would have
over.
been
except
Howard,
for Michael Bay. I'm
Howard
not doing
or
it.
Kasdan are the only two I think that I would have been this.
Gareth Edwards
fine
was
with.
up for it too, and I thought he would have been a great. But he needs his whole crew behind him too. You can't just throw a director. You have to have him, because Ron Howard's bringing his crew with him. It's not gonna just be him. I think.
Yeah, no. See, when you came in earlier, you were asked, well, when you asked us about the movies and how slow it possibly could be, and he's done a vast, he's done vast genres. I mean, a lot, a different type of genre. So he's done some comedies, he's done some serious ones. He's the ones that's won the 4 Academy Awards for Apollo 13, 4 Academy Awards for Beautiful Mind. He's done Parenthood. I mean, he's done a lot of stuff. Backdraft. I mean, a lot of those things were fast paced. A lot of those things were on the movie.
But these
so
are real
I
dramas,
think,
sure,
yeah, no.
sure.
So what I'm saying is, yeah, you might get a little bit of drama, and then hopefully the character can draw out Han's slapstick or
Well, I hope it is more drama. Empire.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
want Han to be straight Empire.
Well-
but I mean, he still. I know is not. That's a cool line. That's something Han would
Well,
say.
being
Right? They all knew what he would say.
This
and then-
movie is not going to be
else is
impactful on the Star Wars galaxy. Like it shouldn't be impactful. It shouldn't have
It
like
won't
this whole
change
thing where
anything.
you're going to have political changes. You're going to
No.
follow this Han Solo character into this little world, if it's racing, if it's smuggling, if it's doing that. So
yeah,
of
there's
course,
got some gangster stuff in there. I mean,
yeah, you're not
literally,
going to have
Jabba
like,
the
like
Hutt,
I said, you're not going to have
Greedo.
a very political changing the galaxy as we know it. This is a little standalone now. Like Ernie brought it up, we're not going to know what we could have had, and if maybe the slapstick or that if they went comic, if it was actually going to work or not. But again, we're just going to have to take their word for it and say, okay, cool. But of course, we're going to go see it anyway and just accept it, dude. We sat through the prequels and we accept it as gospel, and there's nothing we can do about it, no matter.
We liked them when they came out. I saw Episode 1 17 times in a theater, so
What I had an issue with,
it's
what I did,
hindsight. When
But
you say,
you just
wait.
accept if Han Solo came out, we'd accept it. But there's a new generation of fans that probably either loved it more than we did, and we probably like, you know what, we're not even talking about that film.
I
We're
still
just gonna
like Episode 1. I just don't want I don't like Tatooine. I want Tatooine gone.
Tatooine.
Every time
No,
the
the
pod
pod
race,
race
the
is
pod
good.
race.
just take out the pod
Specifically,
race.
I skip the fucking pod race every time.
Yeah, and so that's where we're at on the Han Solo thing. It's big news, and it got us talking again because this was, like I said, it made us push all the talk and theory crafting and spoilers from The Last Jedi and push Han Solo to the forefront, which is good because the hype that me personally that it was getting was it wasn't good. Like we didn't feel good about it. Like Joey and I were almost on the same page with that. It didn't feel good to us. We needed to see more of it, and I think
He's gonna have to sell the character. Han's gonna have to sell the character, and if he doesn't, I mean, I'm sure Ron's gonna step in and do it. But like, what are you guys looking for? Anything specific now? Now that Ron's in, are you guys hoping to see anything? I mean, you guys want to round the table and say, "Hey, I'm hoping to see
What do you
now
wanna
with
see?
Ron." I want to see Boba Fett.
Oh, no.
I want to see Boba Fett. I want to see Greedo. No.
Well, they have a script, so whatever was going to happen was going to happen. It's
but
just going to be done better.
What your question is what you're saying is these two guys being
Ousted and gone.
comedic
What
directors.
are you hoping to see now with Ron Howard coming in and directing it? What are you hoping now to see? Are you hoping the picture changes? Because what if they had a different picture style to the movie? Like, you understand what I'm saying? It's like, when they tell a story, they go with a picture and how you're watching it. And it's gritty or it's live and it's fantastic and whatnot. I mean, or are you looking for the storyline that you look super deep, or do you want it to be a lot
me
more drama?
personally,
Like, you
Well,
guys,
that
keep
should all
whatever
be there.
storyline, but just scrap and start over.
Well, I think they can make.
Mar-
this,
They
I
won't.
think you can keep most of it. I bet you can. You have to cut some of the crap where they change the tone. That was the issue. Was tone.
Tone,
Again, we hear
sure.
tone a lot, right? Like Rogue One for a while was too dark, and they had to bring it down. And it's still pretty freaking dark, right?
Yeah,
And it's still
yeah.
it's a really solid movie.
Sure.
I
this
still
tone
wish we
was-
would have got that dark Rogue One though.
Darker than it was.
Well, they
Right.
ended up making it darker because all the things reading about the Vader scene was in the
Yeah.
reshoots.
Well,
somebody
I guess
else doing that.
I guess maybe is because they kind of had the reshoots because Episode 8 is a dark film,
Right.
And they keep stressing this is darker than Empire. It's gonna be dark. It's gonna the guys don't. It's not. You're not gonna feel good walking home after this. And they keep saying that. So maybe
It's not
It
an
was
Empire
something where
ripoff,
hey, they
but it
can't
is
do that in
dark.
Rogue One, and then how are they gonna match it in Last Jedi? So maybe Rogue One had to be.
So, but we got to find.
You
You
know,
know, so
I don't know.
I figure they'll fix the tone. This is bigger than like even you to jump
I
genres
won't
real fast.
believe
Right?
it
DC
until I
just,
see it.
Look,
What?
DC just did the same big thing.
Yeah.
You just took Justice League and lost one really dark ass director for one really bright ass director. And you're like, wow, that's gonna change a lot. Well, I bet they can handle it. These guys are professionals. It's
Yeah.
what they do for
No,
a living,
they'll-
And Ron Howard is,
Yeah.
ultimate professional and been with the Lucas family since the 70s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm glad that they went that route because he's been back in, he's went with George Lucas since American Graffiti, probably even before that, and he's been growing up. He's grew up with the franchise, and he's in the inner circle with the whole Star Wars IP and stuff. And
Yeah, he's one of the guys that gets to see him, months before
Yeah,
they come
and
out
like
gets to
like
go to the
Ernie
Skywalker
said that he
Ranch.
was slated for Phantom Menace, which I probably would have been better. I think it would
Right.
have been great. Now we actually get to see a Ron Howard Star Wars film.
Yeah,
And
he's
so
always
that's
been a
Ron
fan.
Howard-esque, right? It's not going to be completely his because
Yeah.
they've
Well,
already done
this
a
is
lot.
what I say. I know it's 3 months and it's like that. I'm sure it's going to be redone. I'm
Yeah.
sure it is. I know you have that, but even if we call it reshoots or whatever we have to do, it's going to be totally redone. It's going to be his film. I just don't see him doing otherwise. You know what I mean? Because we would be able to visually see it on the screen, the difference
Yeah.
of like,
So
I
back
bet
to
you that
December,
was,
right?
And-
Back
and
to
then
December.
It probably is.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
going to be May.
Yeah.
Logistically, they have 2 months and a week,
Yeah.
right, to do what they've just done.
Well,
in-
it's
in
still
4
early
months.
on. It's still
So,
early and
that's rough. Now,
The only
mind
thing
you,
is he
all
could
the
do that. It's
actors-
Ron Howard.
Ron Howard could do it. I bet the actor to be in a Star Wars movie. I'm sure the actors will move their shit around. I would think,
of course.
right?
Yeah.
So they could do it. We already know it's going to be moved to December anyway. So I wouldn't,
Right.
because everything that gets moved to December, I wouldn't have a problem with it all if they reshot it. I wouldn't have a problem, but I just don't think they will.
Yeah.
I think they're going to use. They've got 4 months of stuff in. They're 3/4 of the way done. I'm pretty sure they've got to use.
I thought
some
it was.
Of that.
Honestly, I thought it was a lot soon. Like this is the very beginnings. I didn't remember that we were actually 3-4 months into
We just
this
all
film.
started
so-
seeing stuff.
Yeah, because I know that like the Last Jedi, Episode 9 starts filming this summer. That's what I was kind of basing on around the same
Now
time.
with this whole fiasco and Trevorrow's bomb, you think there's going to be an issue? They're going to be a little more worried about him.
What's Trevor Rosebomb?
He just had a movie come out that everybody's just raking over the coals, and I can't remember the name of it right now.
Well, I love like District 9.
No, but he
So-
has a new movie right now that's got bombed. Like,
Oh.
we're talking like horribly.
Really?
bombed. Didn't make any money. Every critic hates it. It's a piece of shit. All this stuff. What the hell is it called? It starts with a C.
Well, again, though,
Chappie?
it's her and Disney and everybody
did that.
who's Chappie's a great movie.
Yeah,
Don't knock
he did
Chappie.
Chappie.
So
it starts with a C.
what I'm saying is
Yeah,
that
Chappie was great.
it's I don't see that happening. If it did, then he'd be out as well.
yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're going
But-
to go off different, and
I'm
everything
really
like
looking
that.
forward, Trevor. Looking forward to that kind of style of directing a Star Wars film, like that gritty.
Okay, the only thing that I find odd is Chappie, District 9. the end always has a twist.
Sure. Yeah.
And a story that
Yeah.
needs to continue. And none of
Right.
these has continued. I want 9 to end.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want his typical ending of, ooh, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
That's my only thought about a 9. If you look at Chappie, if you look
Right.
at District 9, if you look,
That's
he
a
has
good. That's
all
a
the
good
same
point.
time.
That's a good point to bring up, and maybe we can switch gears just a little bit and get into Star Wars talk and kind of like leave the Han Solo a little bit moving forward here. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No,
We'll-
I
we'll
want to know.
jump-
I want to
we'll
know.
jump back to
Yeah,
Mike.
real quick. I
Okay.
want to know what Boot thinks about that. Like, what is he hoping to see now that we got Ron Howard there?
We'll convince him to
Well,
that.
I'm
go see the Han
hoping.
Solo movie.
No, well, like I told Mike the other day, I said the only reason why I was going to go see it was because you guys were going to go see it.
Yeah.
That's how horrible. That's how I felt about it.
Yeah.
But after that, but my whole thing with Ron Howard coming in, I could totally see them redoing the whole thing, because if they didn't like what was being done right now, with the 2 other ones, I could totally see them redoing it because they didn't like it for a reason.
Yeah.
So I could see them telling Ron Howard, you know what, wipe it all up, do what you got to do, fix it. So I mean, if they did that,
yeah.
I'd be totally happy with that.
We didn't have this opinion before this happened. We were just kind of moving forward with what we were seeing, the actors and, the Woody Harrelson stuff. Nobody had any concerns, like me either. I'll admit, I didn't have any concerns before this drama happened, that these the directors were unfit to do this movie.
I didn't, because I think we said on a podcast. I think
you
said,
mentioned Lego, but I was just like, hey, you know what?
No, I said Lucasfilm will watch them and take care of them and make sure they're on the right path.
Yeah.
Well, shit, they tried, apparently.
Well, it makes me
You
open
know?
my eyes to future projects now. It's like to kind of look into deeper myself. It's like, again, I knew of them, but I didn't have any reservations because I'm like, well, obviously Lucasfilm and Kathleen and all these guys put it in front of them, say, make this movie, and here, do a good job. And of course, we're going to monitor you. But now that I know that Disney and all of them are really eyeballing over their shoulder, making sure they're doing a good movie, that's what puts more confidence in me in them, in Kathleen Kennedy and everybody else.
Yeah, this stuff's too important to just let
Yeah,
fly
it is.
and
Like I said,
see what happens and just
this-
make money. Because like you said earlier,
Yeah.
Star Wars will make money no matter what you put out. It
Yeah.
can be garbage. It'll make money.
Like I
It'll
said, this
probably make
isn't
$1
no
billion.
Poe Dameron spinoff, man. This is
Yeah.
they-
the only
they can do
hope that
whatever
I
with
could
that.
give to Bootleg Joe is knowing, Joe, that they fired these dudes because they weren't listening. Then I think Homeboy would be fired as well if he wasn't playing up to the Han Solo role,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it'd be scrapped. They wouldn't be looking for a new director. So that's the only hope I can give on the subject is just that, is that if somebody was doing bad, then this would have been scrapped.
I'm not expecting them to get rid of the actors. I'm not expecting that.
No, but what I'm saying-
nice, but
But what I'm saying is, though, is if it was bad, they would be gone too. Yeah. Like what we would be hearing is no Han Solo movie. We're moving on.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? But we're not. All we're hearing is director.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying is. So then there is some hope for the actors because he could be doing a good job, or he would be gone as well.
I think I want Ron Howard to walk on set, look at the actors, and go, okay, either you get that guy Aaron Reich some stilts, or get a new director because he's way too short for being Han Solo.
The
Right.
movie was Book of Henry. That was the movie.
The one that failed. You
Yeah,
mean?
I
Oh,
was
okay.
saying, yeah.
Book of Henry.
That's all.
Gotcha.
Thanks.
For
Fail.
Churro.
Yeah. Just had to.
Okay, but yeah, so that's what I'm saying. This is cool news. I think it's cool. It sucks for those guys that now they can't, because I think almost every director's dream is to do, especially nowadays that Star Wars films are coming out.
Well, they can go back and do Lego 3 or 2.
Go
or,
for it. They're
you
doing.
know.
They're rumored to be going to the Flash
They
movie.
should.
And that would totally fit.
Yeah.
That's
I
great.
think that would fit more.
Yeah.
Because if they're
Take
trying
over.
to lighten up DC,
Dude, they ain't
yeah.
gonna hurt it. They ain't gonna hurt DC. I'm sorry.
Yeah, DC sucks, but it sucks.
Okay,
even
wait
more.
a second. Oh, we need to have a different podcast real quick. Can we do something fast? Whoa.
DC sucks balls so bad, dude.
Pansy ass Marvel fanboy. Let's go.
No, they suck so
the-
bad. They try too hard to be Marvel.
Okay.
They're- you know what? DC
I won't do it.
is
I won't do it. This is Star
DC
Wars.
is DC is a swap meet of Marvel.
Oh my God, no.
Dude, it is because we got so much out. It's like they try and do everything that Marvel's established throughout over this 10-year span, and they're trying to hurry up and do
My
it.
God.
Why? Because we have one good Wonder Woman film. She's not going to save everybody.
I don't even think Wonder Woman was phenomenal.
No, I still fell asleep on that too.
Well, like I said, with these two guys, like I said, they can't hurt the Flash movie. Okay, they can't hurt it because. I mean,
Round one.
But but the thing is,
I'm
here
sorry.
too,
My head hurts. I think I had an aneurysm right there. Oh,
but I am actually glad. Like I said, I hate to see anybody move on, but I'm kind of glad they're gone because of this.
In all honesty, though, it does suck that we know that they got fired.
Sure.
Because now they have no pool at all to do anything. You
Yeah.
got fired from a Star Wars movie. You're going to listen and do what we want. There probably will be no Lego 3. If they do end up doing Flash, they're going to be told what to do. It
Lesson
kind of
learned.
sucks.
they're not going to have any issues with directors, that's for sure. Because they got rid of Trank too, right?
Yes.
After Fantastic Four debacle, remember he was doing Boba Fett, and that was all. That was going to be a Boba Fett teaser at Celebration in Anaheim. They got rid of them too. They're not going to deal with some director that wants to come in there and change the world or be a hassle behind the scenes. They have scripts.
Mm-hmm.
They have script writers. They have the
Right.
people that need to be involved in it. They've got J.J. Abrams still in there. They've got Kazan. This is Kazan's last story. They've got Kat Kennedy. They've got Hidalgo. They've got all these people in there doing stories. You don't come in there and just do your own damn thing. You have to come in here and do it their movie your way a little bit.
Yeah.
You can put your spin on it, but you don't get to change the story.
You get a pat on the back of, that was a good idea.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Now do it
Yeah.
right.
It's true. Right.
You change the
exactly.
scene or you move an angle. That's
No.
your job right now is to direct the actors, not to change the story.
When you think about it, we're using your name.
yeah.
Yeah, like I said, they got on set and they go, "Hey, last week that clown truck was there, and this week it's still there. So
Yeah.
either get rid of it or we're gonna,
Right.
that's that's good. So
What do you mean you're having Greedo and Han best friends?
yeah,
Right?
wait a second.
Yeah.
Oh no, they'll fight later,
Yeah.
but we just want them to have an arm wrestling match.
They're on space horses? Isn't that what they called them? Space horses?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
actually I think a rumored for episode 8.
8.
Oh,
Space
shit, that's right.
There was a
I
space
know.
horse.
See, and that's
yeah.
why I'm still so scared for 8.
I
I'm
don't
sure
want-
that's not good. Yeah, maybe, hopefully. No,
I don't know.
No, nobody's getting any shit there.
I don't want space.
If we
horses.
move into being okay, so 9 now we don't know. Han Solo, Ron Howard. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm still scared for 8, guys. I really am.
Yeah.
Just like Chris said, space horses.
Yeah.
I was able to get the Vanity Fair books and just looking at those picture closes, the pictures of Canto Bight, the casino one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's still throwing me for a loop. It's like, why? Why
Well-
wouldn't we stick to we got to change. We had the cantina. We got that. That's cool. We got a little bit of a change for Maz Kanata's castle. Cool. Still almost the same thing. Now we go to rich ass casino based people. Why?
These are the one percenters. This is where Snoke dwells.
Comes from. Well,
This
yeah,
is where
exactly.
he dwells. This is where he hangs out in his casino world. And he's walking around with his gold
if
shit
you-
on. And
Right.
If you really think about it in the political realm of Star Wars, and even kind of happens here, is
To play
is
out
that-
the Leia scenario
well,
more.
Yeah, after a big galactic war and civil war, whatever, you have the poorest of the poor getting getting their boots as war ridden whatever, and you have the highest that never was touched by the war and they're still elite and they're out in the
in
distant
episode
places.
3,
So-
we're in the middle of a fucking Clone War.
in the middle, yeah,
And they're at
but
the opera.
Going to 8
Right?
now
The
you're
Emperor's at
going
the
to have
opera.
more of a diverse economical thing where you're going to have like I said, the Snoke is going to be maybe a part of this whole elite Bilderberg group that's out there in space depicting what's happening, what's going to be happening. We're going to rebuild this world. We're not going to rebuild that world. It just makes it more prominent going after this huge galactic civil war that you would have this concentrated, rich elite, and then you have a concentrated poor, ravaged.
And it could be shown that
And,
those
yeah.
are, like Chris saying, those are all Snoke's people.
Yeah.
I mean, that work for him.
That or it's that he's
You know?
he's like I said, the Bilderberg group, and he's part of it. He's,
yeah,
he's-
Snoke is hiding that the Earth is flat.
yeah.
Like that.
He's Bruce Wayne of their world. He walks around, 2 identities, rich as hell, pimped
He's
out.
definitely gonna have the 2 identities, and that brings us to the whole Snoke is Plagueis, because Plagueis had the 2 identities. And,
Snoke is Snoke or Ezra.
yeah, he's not Ezra. I'm sorry.
Then he's Snoke.
Stop it.
No, he's-
Or he's Theodore Snoke when Anakin didn't kill all the younglings. The little youngling survived, grew up.
Imagine if it did come out to be that.
Theodore.
And just
I know,
everybody's,
right?
oh shit. Like,
Right?
I thought it was Victor Snoke.
It's supposed to be Victor. Yeah.
No, that was a code name. It's
That was a
Theodore.
code name.
Yeah.
right.
See that little kid? He's a Theodore, not a Victor.
Yeah.
He has a name in the credits?
No,
Oh, I was like, oh, that'd be sweet.
it's just what Larry and Kat tell me.
Oh.
Well, let's end the Han Solo discussion now. We just got into the news, and that was a Han Solo, and it took us, pretty much our whole podcast to talk about that. More to come when we find out and everything. When you brought up Victor Snoke, it reminded me because that was a toy leak, the name.
Yeah.
And I want to thank you guys for helping me derail off the action figure wagon, and I'm 11 Black Series figures in now, and it's all because of you
In
guys.
4 days.
In 4 days.
Fiending.
If you jumped
So-
off of the wagon,
Yeah.
and this is coming from me, and
Uh-huh.
Joe will back me up, then you should have at least turned in 5 Black Series and went straight to figure arts.
Well, I'm planning on doing both.
okay, nice.
Okay, so
Nice.
there's my answer.
You're trying to go my route.
You want to
All
get
right.
like-
you want to get some pops
It's
too?
like it's like
I'm
he
not
start-
getting
it's
into
like he
pops.
started
I will
smoking
not do the
marijuana
pops.
and now he's
You
moving
will.
on to straight PC.
Yeah.
right immediately. Oh, you guys doing lines? Let's do it. Let's go.
I had no interest in Force Friday, and now I'm there.
Oh,
Oh, he'll be there. I'm taking you. Me and you are going.
Yeah,
dude.
he's
we're
gonna
going.
be there before me and Joe.
Hey guys, hey, what that was our history of auction figures. Chris and I were into it big time from '95 on, buying everything and and everything.
I thought of us
Everything.
today. I saw the coolest tattoo on Instagram, and I'm sure nobody even knows. This dude's hand had all the helmets on each finger.
Whoa.
So he had a Boba,
That's
a Jango, a Vader, a Scout, and a Stormtrooper, okay, on his fingers.
Nice.
Below each one on the middle bone was a dark circle, half circle, clear. Yes! Can you believe
That's
it?
crazy.
I was just all,
That's awesome.
dude, that is the best fucking tattoo
Wow.
ever. And if you're from the toy world, you understand
of
exactly
course.
what I just said.
Of course,
And I loved it.
That's
I'm
awesome.
like, oh, dude, that's awesome. That would be.
that's crazy.
He'd get a cut in line right with us.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely. No,
immediately.
that's
right behind us.
right.
that's brownie points right there, man. That's elite.
So that's cool that you jumped.
I did, man.
Jumped
And
off the
you
wagon.
know, always interested. I'm always trying to keep up with what was out there and everything, and of course, listening to your guys' podcasts and everything, Toy Migos and stuff. I always try to like really just stay on top of it, but I
Well,
made that plunge.
As we talked in our convo, and for those, he didn't go hardcore. He went the smart way, and he's getting all the sale prices on
Yeah.
Amazon.
Yeah.
Or the
$5-6 here.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
The way it should be right now.
Yeah, I haven't paid under retail yet, and
Cool.
I'm going to eventually
awesome.
because once I get into harder figures, especially the weight, Series 1,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to. But I might just pop on eBay and buy them loose.
Hey, he's actually helping us out, dude. 'Cause he's getting all,
Getting all the
getting
pay
all the
right?
warmers.
Yeah,
He's getting all the
finally.
pay warmers, dude. So he's helping us out.
Yeah, right.
We're
So
sending
there you
Marco
go.
videos of Walmart. Look at they're only $9. You should buy
Get
4 of them.
Zuvio, dude. You have to get Zuvio. He is so rare.
I got
So
'em.
rare. Dude, if you ever
So
find a
rare,
Zuvio, I'd buy 5 of them.
I got him.
You bought? I don't even have
I
one.
have him. He's $10 at Walmart. I
Oh,
got him.
my
You spent
God.
$10?
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Like Joe said, thank
thank
you
you.
so much.
He's the old
God bless
95
you, sir.
Lando
Yeah.
that was on every
right.
peg.
Yes.
See, and what's funny is I today I got me a Lando because Mike called me yesterday and said, hey, they got Lando
Yeah.
over here at GameStop. So I'm like, oh hell yeah, I'll go there tomorrow after school. So I took off over there, and sure enough, they were right there. But when I saw them there, and then Chaney went and he sends me a video with a bunch of them more at the other GameStop. I'm
They
like,
just got loaded.
damn,
They just-
I could just totally see Lando being the next peg warmer, dude. I was like,
Again.
oh.
Him and 3PO, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Oh,
there was a lot.
dude,
of
it-
yes.
It was unbelievable. But
Well,
there's some toy
congratulations,
talk
sir.
there. Yeah, so now I'm interested in like what's coming out next, and I was kind of bummed to hear that the Black Series they're not planning on doing a Bodhi. Have you heard about that from Rogue One Bodhi?
No.
I didn't.
No, they're done with the Rogue Ones.
So no Bodhi.
It'd have to
and
be
no
later.
Saw.
No, if you want a Bodhi, it's only in the Disney Elite series.
Okay. So that's good
No
to know.
Saw was made. And then here was the problem. They put too many repacks in all of the Rogue One cases.
Right.
So you had Rogue One, and then it was more repacks and just one new character. Then you had like Baze and Chirrut. That's why we can't find them.
Yeah.
Because it was all Rogue One repacks again.
Right. Got it.
So you don't even know what case the store had because it's all Cassian, it's all Jin.
Yeah.
Sometimes you may find a Krennic, but they did too many repacks.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. That's where they went wrong
Yeah.
with it. We should be getting all different characters. So now you
Yeah,
gotta
I
wait
mean,
till September.
especially like if they do it like a third wave or third series, especially with Episode 8 and Han Solo. You would think that because they're always going back and putting in older, figs from the original series and trilogy and all that stuff. So you would think that a Saul Guerrero or a Bodhi
they
would
could
be
have.
coming
The
out.
newest one that's out on the shelf right now is the Lando that we're talking about.
Yeah, that's
It's
what
a
I'm saying. They
Tusken
always
Raider,
go back. So
a Royal Guard.
yeah,
Qui-Gon Jinn.
yeah,
which is all good, and then 2 repacks. See, that was smart.
yeah,
But you're right. If we would have went for Rogue One, they could have marketed
Yeah.
it better and made more money. But it seems like they made their money. They were good. Just keep repacking.
yeah.
That's all it seemed like it was. But you got that hard to find Zuvio. Wow.
Hey,
I wasn't gonna pay full price for a
buy an army of them, dude. Make an army.
No,
Yeah.
an army of them. Was he even in the movie? I didn't even mention. I didn't. Even,
That's a whole other reason why to buy him,
I was
because
gonna say-
he could be a rare
You're right.
figure, dude.
You're right. I think I
was
saw
And we
Howard
joked
movie?
about this before. 20 years from now, we could be laughing our ass off because he is. eBay's going to have him for like $400 for a Zuvio.
Because
You're right.
he wasn't in the movie.
Right.
He's actually an
Who's this guy?
exclusive.
We all laugh about him. Everybody in the toy world just laughs and laughs about it.
Yeah.
He's actually the figure that Sid just blows up. I mean, every Sid character blows up that Zuvio.
Right.
He's not even to be around no more.
Yeah.
I've actually seen people actually customize him, dude, into like their own little character, and he actually looks pretty badass, dude.
Really?
Yeah, it got me to the
I'll have to
point where I
look
was
at
like,
that.
dang, you know what? I think I'm gonna go buy me a Zuvio and try and
Well,
do this, dude.
They're $10 at Walmart. I'm just
See,
saying.
I can't even do that, though. I can't even do 10
Yeah,
for
because
him.
I'd walk by and I was like, you know what?
Just for the
can't-
completion
I
value?
can't- I
Like
can't
you
do it. I
won't
can't
even
do
do
it.
it for completion value?
No, I do not have him. He's
I
a
keep hoping to
character
find
that
him at a yard
just pisses
sale,
me
dude.
off.
That's great. No,
Yeah.
I'll show you a picture of my shelf and say, "Oh my God, you have him." Yeah, but you
But
don't.
so
Don't
there,
you?
we hit on toy news real quick because
Yeah,
that's all
exactly.
that's new that's out.
Yeah.
It's still hard. You really should be getting the Kenner figures.
The three.
I mean, before they're
three
gone.
quarters?
Yeah.
I
No. The 40th anniversary. We got you the Darth Vader for
correct.
your birthday.
Yeah,
you
I
should be jumping
found
on
Leia.
those.
I do, I am. I have found Leia, and I think I have.
And anybody who's listening right now, you need to jump on it because the wave is done. It's already
Yeah,
over
yeah.
with. If you didn't get
I'll
your
be-
R2 or Han,
yeah.
that's it. It's done.
I'll
with.
be hopping
They're not
on-
going to be remaking. They're not going to be putting more out.
I've been
so-
on the hunt for them. I've been trying to complete because that's what it was. I opened up the 40th Vader that you got me, and I put the display together and
You
looked at
guys,
it.
you need to put.
And I
them
looked
up
at it
on
and I
the
go,
display.
"Oh, I gotta have them all now." So that is my main goal: is to complete that set first.
You gotta get your cockeyed Luke.
Yeah, cockeyed Luke. Yeah.
There's four different Vaders too. Dark
Yeah.
eyes, red eyes. The background, one's silver and one's gold.
Oh, jeez.
So good luck with that. Yeah.
Hey, by
They
the
still
way,
do.
Chris got
Bro.
one too.
I did.
He got a Vader too.
Did you guys compare your Vaders? Did you look at the
and
eyes?
A prototype
No.
Boba Fett.
Yeah, he did buy the
The prototype Boba Fett's
Black
sick.
Series, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
At
Did you
all.
get two?
No, I opened.
You
my
should
one.
have.
Yeah.
You should have
So
got
he's
two.
sitting on the display case with Vader and Kylo. That's all I've got. And a
Nice.
Rogue, and a Rogue One on the way.
Nice. Well, I
And
think
yeah, I'm on the wagon too. Just trying to stay on it, not jumping on.
real fast before we quit, I think we promised a few people from Instagram and everything that we were going to talk a little bit about Battlefront 2 that's coming out because E3 ended right when we last did our podcast. So Battlefront 2 to me is the game that should have been made 2 years ago. You know, DICE really dropped the ball. EA and DICE really dropped the ball on that. But they're making it up for it in Battlefront 2 because it's got everything: story mode, multiplayer thing. They got space battles finally. I mean, and they also said that their DLC is going to be free. Moving on, so they're not going to charge you the $60 plus the $120.
Or $94.
Or yeah, I mean, so this is the game we should have got 2 years ago. If
Isn't
you guys
that-
are in,
Isn't a deluxe version out there for $94 right now?
That's what I bought.
That's what I'm saying. So what
Yeah.
do you get?
I don't even know.
you'll
Oh,
get
shit.
you'll get probably a
said
character,
Deluxe
a
Trooper,
a
so
weapon
I bought
pack. Yeah. Well,
She didn't even finish talking. Deluxe Trooper. Yes, please.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
do you want the regular
Yes,
or the
please.
deluxe trooper? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take the deluxe
You get.
trooper.
I think you get like early access. You get maybe some weapon, upgrades. You
I'm
get
sure
like
I
some
get a
XP
weapon,
bonus because
yeah.
they're having this whole the multiplayer version is going into the Call of Duty realm of it, where you can upgrade your characters, you can upgrade everything, and you keep progressing. Even the heroes that you unlock throughout the game, those are special unlocks. You can upgrade those now. So there's a lot of things they're putting in this game that's making it very enticing. It's just again that there's a very sour taste going forward with Battlefront because it's almost like, well, screw you guys, you should have done this right in the first place. And they knew it too. They knew they should have done this in the first place from Battlefront, the one that came out 2 years ago. Meaning,
I still don't hate Battlefront.
I don't hate it. It's a great visual game, but it's just
It could have been
lackluster.
more. It could have
It's
been
so
more.
lackluster, and the whole combat system in it and the way the aiming was, it was just weird. It had to be as precise as Call of Duty for it to work as a first-person
Now,
shooter.
do you know
So.
if or not it has a multiplayer split screen, like Call of Duty?
Oh, I don't know, but
Yeah,
I'm
I
assuming.
bought it and have no damn idea because you can only play one player online before.
Yeah.
Or is it just 2-player offline co-op?
That's a good idea. That's a good question. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they would. I mean, you would think if
would
they're
hope.
bringing it back to the old.
That's the
school
one
way
thing
of-
I don't like because it's a one-player game, so you
Right.
end up sitting there and you're
Yeah.
like, okay, my turn. I hate handing shit over.
Yeah.
You know, just like, let's
Yeah, yeah.
play together like we do.
Well,
in
I'm
Call of
excited
Duty.
for the campaign mode,
Me
even
too.
though I'll only
Yeah,
go
me too.
through it once, And speaking of campaign, I pre-ordered the 6-inch Black Series Elite Trooper.
Yeah, from
GameStop has.
Monster. We
I
created
have
a
it.
I
Monster.
did too.
So that went.
Yeah.
So there's that. But yeah, so Battlefront 2 is shaping up to be really cool. And again, I promised myself when they first announced this, if they announced Battlefront 2 maybe 6 months after the Battlefront came out, and now it's finally coming. But damn you, EA!
I'm excited for it. So who else has it reserved?
Just
I
Chris.
do.
I'll get it
haven't
reserved
yet.
pretty soon. I haven't got it reserved yet, but I will.
Right.
I will get it and be in midnight.
You can get it at Walmart.
Yeah,
or
I usually go to
Target.
GameStop,
You don't
get
have
a
to go to
midnight release
GameStop
and-
because
yeah.
fuck GameStop.
Yeah, seriously.
They are not one of our sponsors, so fuck you, GameStop.
There you go.
But if you become our sponsor, I'll take it back. But you have to fix your problem with me first.
There you go.
And if you want to know about my problem, then listen to the last episode of Toy Migos. So right now, fuck you, GameStop.
Yes.
Hey, I still go to
Wow, that was
GameStop.
intense.
What are you doing?
yeah.
I gotta show
Okay,
my face there.
listen, to break it down quick for you guys, if you don't listen to our show or whatever, I pre-ordered figures at GameStop. I pre-ordered the Lando, the Royal Guard, and the Qui-Gon.
Yeah.
Tusken Raider was already done. I then get a phone call saying, hey, we've been trying to call you. And I'm like, no. And then after that, I know it was so scary that Chris just dropped his mic.
Yeah, Chris dropped the mic.
So with that, they call. They're like, we're trying to get a hold of you. And I'm like, no, I haven't received a call. And the guy said, well, do you really want these?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
He's like, well, you better come before they're not here. And I'm like, what? I go down, and the dude straight up tells me to my face that, are you sure? Because I was going to sell them for more if you're not going to take them.
Whoa.
A guy in here offered me double for them.
Wow.
To my face.
Wow,
Like,
wow.
doesn't even care.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I can't believe they even admitted it to you.
Right.
That's
And
crazy.
I'm right there. And he's
No,
like,
you're
so
right.
you sure you want them?
So this is an employee thing, though. I mean, that's like, I know, like, the
Yeah.
GameStop is, okay, man, that's not cool. That's not cool.
No, not at
Yeah.
all.
No, if you pre-ordered them, they're yours. It doesn't matter when you pick them up, and long. I guess there's a certain date or whatever. But
So if that mentioned video game place wants to be our sponsor,
Gotcha.
you got a lot of making up to do.
yeah,
So you
that-
can pre-order at Walmart, Target, Best Buy. Best Buy will probably have a steel book.
Toys R Us.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Toys R Us. So there you go.
Yeah.
I
Cool.
can play you guys on Xbox One. I'm getting it on Xbox
Yeah,
One.
Well, if you ever get PS4 or a PC that can, because PC is the next gen. I'm sorry, I'll be getting it on PC.
You guys are all talking
and
about it,
PS4.
and I know you guys all got PlayStation. Jerk faces.
Yeah, I got it.
Jerk
Get on
faces.
PlayStation, dude.
You.
So that comes out in November, I believe. I don't know the
Yes.
exact date, so it's November. So, in the gaming world, like I'm kind of shocked that there isn't that many Star Wars games out, and EA has had the license for quite a while now. I think when Disney acquired Star Wars, EA also acquired the IP. But I think it expires in 2020, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know why there's not more games. There's plenty of mobile games, but this is our, we have a first-person shooter. We have an open world game coming out from Visceral Games. and
Dude,
that's
I
gonna
wish
be-
I wish it'd come out with another, like, it doesn't have to be Force Unleashed, but another game.
Do you like
Force
Assassin's
Unleashed,
Creed? Do you
dude.
like
That's like one of my
but
favorite games. Dude.
Okay, so Visceral is putting on open world Star Wars game that I thought that E3 was going to be covering it like crazy, but no, just actually today or yesterday they released a little bit more tidbits on the storyline going forward, and it's in between A New Hope, Empire, and it's an open world Assassin's Creed type Arkham Asylum themed Star Wars game.
Look, even like this,
So-
like even if we don't get our Vader movie, at least make a Vader
Video game? I mean,
a Vader game like Force
like I
Unleashed.
said,
A
I
storyline.
back in the day, we always had Star Wars games, especially PC games, but there is none. It's not as existent. And now, I want to say, because think about this now, the books, the comics, they're all ramping up, right? I mean, we're getting abundance of comics, we're getting abundance of books, but it's ramping up. We got a little bit trickle here. Video games haven't. That's the only leg of the Star Wars, merchandise or whatever that has yet to.
Well, you just said it yourself. That's exactly why. And
Yeah.
I'm sure Chris would agree, was because you got to make these video games, and you're going to go into fantasy.
Yeah.
You're going to go into situations that couldn't be real.
Yeah.
That they don't want to call canon.
Okay, that's a good point too, because
So-
they did say Battlefront 2 story mode campaign is canon. 'Cause They're
Correct.
coming out with a book with it, so maybe
Right.
that's what it is. Maybe that's
You
like
have
they
a lot
yeah.
behind it now since
You're right.
the takeover of Disney.
So they can't just
This was
make
the
a
main
game.
reason why our Knights of the Old Republic got scrapped.
yeah,
Was because they knew the move that was coming up.
yeah.
And they knew what was going to happen, that it couldn't be canon. You're going to spend all this money and put it out.
Yeah.
And how many Star Wars fans there are now? It's not canon.
Yeah, everything they're
Why
doing
did
right
you
now
do
is
that?
everything they're doing right now is
With
canon.
the
It's got
girl,
it, yeah.
the
I
story,
get it.
Vader going in.
Yeah.
So you're
They're
right,
being very
Joe. A
careful with
good
it.
one would be good, and maybe we will get it.
Hopefully.
You know, as far as
Well, I'm telling you that it hasn't. It's unnamed, but it, like I said, E3 just finished 2 weeks ago, and that was the time to drop it. But they didn't drop it yet. A little bit more of it, but they're really working on it. They've been working on it for like 2-3 years now.
so Joey wants a Vader game.
Yeah.
You're hoping that
You know what I want is I want another TIE Fighter versus
It's
X-Wing Space Simulator.
Oh, that was the
dogfighting game.
best.
I want that game now. You know, they're like, please.
Oh.
Battlefront 2 is not the space combat is not going to give me that
Yeah.
game. So
That's your
Space
call.
Simulator.
Oh
type
my
where
God,
you're
if you ever
actually-
played
dude,
TIE
it was
Fighter
great.
versus
Man,
X-Wing,
Yeah, it was
no.
it was on PlayStation.
Yeah.
You may have played it and not
Yeah.
even remembered.
Yeah.
It was a 2-disc. It had cool cutscenes.
No, as long if it didn't have Ryu and Ken, then I didn't. Just saying.
No,
Right.
see, that's what I'm getting into. So you want that back.
Yeah,
Chris wants
I
at
do.
least a split screen in order to play.
Yeah.
Joe wants Vader. So that me and Mike are probably agreeing. Bring back a battle
I
of
would
Tasaki.
love that.
Yes.
I would love that.
the fighter,
Yes.
the fighter game.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Bring it back.
Yeah.
Where we
Absolutely.
don't have no polygon or nothing. Oh my
Remember
God, that
remember
would
the
be so-
episode 3 video game that they put out? Episode 3 had the unlocked, and you can actually have like a Mortal Kombat
Yes.
battle. You had to unlock the characters as you play the campaign.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God, dude,
They
that
did
would be
have
so
like a
bad.
battle. It was actually pretty cool.
So that
That'd
one
be
was
so
cool.
bad,
We had
dude.
Boba. You had I think Boba and Jedi Luke were on the cover of it.
Yeah.
If you guys remember it, but it was just really polygon.
Yeah, yeah, no,
it was
I
almost
remember.
like the Virtua Fighter.
Right.
Absolutely
Yeah.
right.
And that was really
Yeah.
hard to play. And
Yeah, I remember that.
But
Yeah,
we still played it because it was Star Wars.
Yeah.
But
Ugly to look
dude, if
at.
we had a fighter, come
Maybe they'll
back-
give us was it a melee type
you-
game where it's Marvel versus Star Wars versus Capcom versus
Just
So
the whole thing.
okay, so Mike wants that one, a fighting game,
Yeah,
right, Mike?
for
Fanboy
sure.
Mike,
Yeah, I want to knock him into the Sarlacc.
right?
Dude,
Have
Yes,
are you
I
their
got you.
own. So okay, so then let's put it Street Fighter fighting with Killer Instinct endings.
Yes.
because Killer Instinct uses
Yeah.
the background.
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? So
Yes.
imagine that you could a Rancor
Well,
could come grab
Injustice.
him.
Well,
Yeah.
Injustice 2, dude. I
Oh.
love the way on Injustice 2
Oh
how you
my
can knock your
God.
opponents
Oh, that's using
through the
there's an
you know,
arena.
yeah,
Using the
just
environment.
backgrounds
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff.
using the environment,
Yes.
right?
I would love it, and I would play the hell out of it. I would. Really
You're
would.
playing
so
on-
imagine
you're playing on his
if,
bars.
NetherRealm was the one to take over and do a Star Wars fighting one. That
would
dude,
be
I'd be
work.
so down with that.
Yeah. They need to. I'm just saying, like they really haven't touched the surface on video games.
No, because since Mike said
Yeah.
fighting one,
Yeah.
I would like to bring back Super Bombad Racing.
Yes. Hey.
Do you guys know what that is?
Yes.
Joe, do you know what that is?
What is it?
Super Bombad Racing? Mike?
No.
It was on PlayStation, dude, and
Come
it
on,
was Star Wars version of Mario Kart.
No, I'm sorry.
That and then
It was
of course
sick.
and of course Pod Racer, the racing games. Like
It was sick.
we could do so
So
much.
they were all in vehicles. So Vader was in his TIE Fighter.
Yeah.
Nice.
With like a big bobblehead. It's almost how the Funko Pop looks right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Target has a Funko Pop out on the shelves
Yeah.
of Vader Pop inside his TIE Fighter.
So if you bumped into him, he had like stars
they had
and
all
little
kinds of-
weird things happening.
yeah, they had-
Yes.
that kind of. Okay, so it was
weapons,
kind of okay.
I have
got
you
you.
now.
Yes.
If you were in first,
Okay.
and you would hear that, and
All
you'd
It was
be
Mario
out first,
Kart.
Okay.
It was
Star
Mario
Wars
Kart.
theme.
I
Yeah.
gotcha.
You know,
Okay.
And I freaking loved it.
see, that's the thing. Like they're going mobile. Like everything's mobile, right? But mobile, you can't get engaged. You can't get immersed in a mobile game. You really can't. It's too hard. Those are shitter
You're saying
games.
story mode.
And
You
I know
want
that's the
story
way of
mode.
the future.
It
I can't
is,
do
you know,
mobile
but
games.
that's-
The kids are always on
Yeah.
mobile games. But look at what the kids play, though.
Yeah, and
Just
this is
real
why.
quick little.
But
little
this is why I
games.
always say PC is always the next gen console, because PC that you know like when I'm gonna get Battlefront 2, I'm gonna get it on PC. I love PC.
You're going straight PC.
Is
Well,
it
yeah.
well? What? I
Wow.
mean, the graphics can't be any better. I mean,
Graphics
what-
are a
No,
lot
it
better.
is.
They're
Graphics are always better on
tremendously
computer.
better. The control to me, with the mouse and keyboard. I mean, unless you play with the mouse and keyboard with the 17 button
Correct.
mouse and all
Right.
that other stuff.
Uh-huh.
We got to get you out of the house more often.
Yeah.
We have got to get Mooch out of the house
No,
more often.
actually,
when
he
his
would have
when
to
his
convert us over.
I,
Yes.
possibly, but
when you
I
get
can't do it.
My
I'm
man's
still
beard
a,
is 5 feet
That's
long.
too much.
a
That, hey,
PlayStation or an Xbox.
That's too much
Dude,
brain power
right.
for me, dude.
But computer is the way
I-
to go.
I
it is,
gotcha.
man.
I mean,
Next gen gaming has always been PC.
Yeah,
Let's
if you
put it
have
this
an
way.
alien to play it off of too.
when
all
they
right?
said
Hey,
when
man.
they said Street Fighter and the other ones now were going to be PlayStation and,
Those- keep
and
that.
computer, we were like, oh, okay, cool. And the computer people were pissed at us.
Yeah.
Like, why? Like, it's a different type of genre.
It is.
for computer game people.
Like I said, the
compared
people
to
go,
console people.
yeah, people go, I can't play with a mouse and keyboard. I'm all, but until you do, it's completely different.
I understand.
It's completely different.
I don't know.
And of course, when you get into the space simulators, like I said, I want a new TIE Fighter versus X-Wing game or X-Wing game, and you think about virtual reality being a thing now, and you're in an X-Wing fighting around you with virtual reality being a thing. PC is the way to go. Not VR. It's the Vive. It's it's those. That's the next gen as far as big time money gaming. It's here.
Well, the thing coming up, dude, is the VR thing. the
Yeah,
whole-
VR.
So I can almost guarantee you, dude, they're gonna come out with the TIE Fighter versus X-Wing
Yeah.
type thing using that format.
But you know what's really exciting about the VR and PC is ILM is heading the technology on the gaming system when it comes to Star Wars, like the lightsaber dueling and that stuff. ILM is heading that up, and that's like cool. We got the big boys, programming this stuff or trying to perfect it in a way that's gonna bring it right to your home, And like I said, PC to me has always been number one. The console wars, they can have it. I'm like, I got my PC.
That's
I'm
using
cool.
too much brain power for me, dude. Can't do it. Just give me the joystick.
Yeah, I mean, well,
Was it circle, square, X0?
yeah.
I'm good,
So
dude.
what's it in television?
R1,
or
R2, L1, L2. I'm good.
Yeah, and of course, keeping the theme of video games, I want a new Star Wars MMO. Right now, it's SWTOR, and it's bad because it's not canon, and they need to be.
What sold me on Battlefront 2, dude, was when I saw that soldier riding the Tauntaun, and the Tauntaun was ramming people over, dude. I was like, oh
Nice.
my god,
Yeah.
we're gonna be. And I remember mentioning it to either Mike or somebody, dude. I wish there was a way we can ride a Tauntaun in a game, because
Yeah.
I mean, I've always loved Tauntauns as a kid, dude. I've always loved them.
Yeah,
And when I saw that Tauntaun ramming people down, dude, I was like,
dude.
I'll get the game just for that.
Well,
dude.
like I said, they're putting a lot more stuff than they should have done in the first Battlefront into this, like more vehicles and vehicles that actually do something and can change the thing about in the space battles. Where the space battles are, I mean, even in the old Battlefront or the one we have now, you get a power up and you can go up in space and dogfight. Well, this one I think is you're gonna be able to queue as space and queue as ground. And you could be fighting in space above a battle that's taking place on multiplayer ground. You can't switch back and forth, but so you're up in there flying through Naboo as the guys are fighting down there.
Although that would be
I don't
super
think
dope
you
if
could-
you could go down there and start shooting.
Well,
down.
that's Battlefront now.
if you crash landed.
yeah.
Right?
Well, see,
God.
the original Battlefront, you could take your starship, fly into the other capital ship, into it, dismount, and then go in there and fight people in their capital ships. So bring that
They're
back,
just
and we're
making
gold.
that way too easy for
Bring
us
that
to
back,
geek
and we're
out.
gold, man.
I don't
That's
know.
it. So,
It's just way too much.
yeah, exactly. So that'd be cool, man. I'll keep my eye out on the video game front and try to bring anything that's new, especially.
Thanks,
with
Moocher. We do
visceral
need
stuff.
that.
We do. We haven't talked about video games in a while, so hopefully that gets people excited about it because I think that's something people are missing right now. There's not enough, and like Ernie said, it's probably because it has to have the continuity of canon. It has to. They're doing everything that's not a standalone. It has to be canon. So I'm cool with it. Let's do it. Fighting game though, right on. You don't have to have canon and fighting game. Let's just do that.
We're calling you out, Ed Boon.
Oh, please.
Make
Yes.
the call.
Please.
Yes.
That'd be sick,
Goodness
dude.
gracious.
That'd be nice because, like you're saying, Mortal Kombat and
Yeah.
then Injustice.
Dude, I could
and
just
then-
see it. You could switch out, how they make different suits, different. Do you imagine, dude, seeing Vader all battle damaged, fighting like that, dude?
You unlock. That's
I
where
mean,
the microtransaction
come on,
right
dude.
now is. Where
Or
games
before
make
he
their
was
money, so.
before he had the suit.
Evil Luke.
When he
was
was
it
yeah
the
right when he was
Emperor's Wrath
Anakin
Vader?
right after
dude.
Anakin he was
Yeah.
Darth Vader but he wasn't in the suit. I mean,
Yeah,
come
dude.
on.
I'm ready to already buy the Ralph McQuarrie DLC.
Yes,
Jeez
yes,
Louise.
That'd be sick,
yes.
dude.
That'd be awesome, man.
Oh,
Oh, I can't wait to happen.
Play the Emperor as regular Palpatine, dude.
Yeah.
Just in that,
With his red wine.
With a red wine.
Yep,
He's
yep.
all holding his wine while he's fighting, dude.
Plagueis is in the background. Oh,
dude.
he's just haunting.
Fight.
Oh my God.
All right, cool. Well, let's wrap it up and
Yeah.
let's call it a day, man. So thanks for listening, and Mike is going to tell everybody where you can find us.
Well, real quick, I know when we found out that we lost Miller and Lord, or were actually when they were fired or whatnot. I mean, whatever the rumors were. Bootleg put out a couple of picks, and I just want to make sure we give
Hell
a
yeah.
shout outs like
Shout 'em
we said.
out.
Hey, Darth Omega, he liked the idea. He wasn't really behind the whole thing. It said that sounds like a great idea. I really wasn't excited about the movie. Han is a favorite hero, and I was ready to give the benefit of the doubt, but it sounds like it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
That's Darth Omega, and we appreciate that.
and we do.
shout out.
I agree with that statement too. By the way.
Yeah,
I
for
concur.
sure. Also, today I posted that Han Solo and Ron Howard, and hey, yo, Mr. Big Geek says he
Yo.
loves it. He's ready to see this happen. And so, anyhow, you guys, we'll shout you out. Leave us comments and leave us your thoughts and ideas, and we'll give you a big ups to you out on the show. So hey, listen, like and follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and for you geek lovers for you figure lovers, follow bootleg_Joe
I love
760.
geeks.
Isn't
Wow,
that
he
every
loves
week?
geeks,
He does
too.
that every
I
week.
just
right?
love geeks. This guy.
Okay, go ahead.
Also, Fallen Fett. Check out Toy Migos and find us on Raw Live, unedited rawlivepod.com.
And where can they find us?
Oh, on Instagram and Facebook.
Just Google us, Instagram, Facebook,
we're
email.
on there. We're out on there. Oh, email
Just Google I love geeks. We pop right up.
Geeks is life.
Perfect.
Star Wars is life.
Star Wars is forever.
The Sarlacc Digest is in no way affiliated with Lucasfilm or Disney. We talk Star Wars, we live Star Wars, we breathe Star Wars. But the trademarks are properties of the respective owners, etc., etc. So, you lose! Good day, sir! I said good day!